Welcome back. I did a little thing at the end of the last segment just to see who is listening and watching on Dialogue Houston this week. That wasn't our end segment. We had one more segment to go. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we had 4 wonderful guests in 4 different segments. I did that because I wanted you to understand the power of words and the power of not only listening but connecting the words and the visual. There's an organization in our town that helps us understand that, both locally and nationally and internationally. It's called Toastmasters. Our guest is a young lady who's been involved with them for many, many years, who understands that Toastmasters philosophy probably better than most that I've seen, because he's even turned it into her understanding of how to communicate the message from a comedian standpoint. She's also a stand-up comic. And so I'm going to introduce both sides of our guests. The first side is the Toastmaster side, and that is none other than Miss Sarah Carruthers. There is the other side called Sarah, who has a company called Craven Comics, who works with children and all kinds of other corporate settings to help get the message across. But I think it's important that we understand the power of the words, and the message has to be truly articulated in a way that allows those listeners, those viewers, to both get it cognitively, effectively, and behaviorally. And I think Toastmasters is one of the organizations that help us do that. So without further ado, welcome, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Did I kind of get that right?
Oh, yes, you got that absolutely right.
You've been involved with Toastmasters for a long time.
Yes, I have.
And tell us about the wonderful way Toastmasters approaches life.
Well, Toastmasters' mission is to bring individuals, members, into a safe environment where they can come in, feel comfortable while being supportive in a very positive way, to learn oral communication and leadership skills. And through all of this, what do you get? You get self-growth.
Right.
You learn to grow and build your self-esteem. Yeah. And this is done through a series of classes that you take. And when I say classes, I mean meetings, very impromptu but professional meetings. There are over 200 Toastmasters.
Every week, all across the city.
Every week, all across the city. Just by going to Toastmasters.org, you can find the local Toastmasters that's nearest you.
And the thing I've always loved about Toastmasters is that we say it all the time, you see it, it builds such strong self-confidence.
Yes.
The shy little person who goes in, who comes out weeks later standing in front of that podium and microphone with all the poise and self-confidence, and that's just a wonderful thing to see that transition.
Absolutely. And they do this through a series of exercises. One of the favorite things that I love that we do is table topics. That's where you just do impromptu, anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes on speaking on a subject that someone just gives you right there.
Right.
And this helps in your professional world.
Of course.
In your personal growth.
Yeah.
Helps you in building your communications with strangers on the streets.
Exactly.
Job interviewing techniques. Another thing that they do is a word of the day. That builds your character, your integrity, as well as your vocabulary.
Right.
And you know what I really love? I love that you get to build healthy relationships, meet new people.
That relationship piece is very important in this because it expands many people's universe. They now have a broader network. They've met people that they never would have met had it not been for Toastmasters. So you kind of expand your universe in more ways than one. More
ways than one. You get to go to conferences. They give you 2 books. One is The Competent Communicator. You learn how to communicate through a series of speeches. Another one is Competent Leader. That's where you learn how to have someone target or just work through you as you go along the way, doing certain skills and things that are asked of you in the book. It's maybe about an hour a week. Some clubs meet once a week, some clubs meet more often than that or less than that. They can meet on a monthly basis. There's a small fee that is incorporated into this. But it's definitely worth.
Well, one of the things I've learned from the Toastmasters individuals that I've been involved with over the years in different cities and different settings, that little thing that is not part of their direct mantra, but part of their indirect mantra, a stranger is only a friend I have not met yet.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it really helps people get out of their shell.
Oh, well, as you can see, I don't think either one of us are shy.
No, we don't have a problem with that. But it is about relationships, but at a different, higher level. I think it's relationships built on mutual trust and respect, because you've gone through a common experience.
Yes.
There's nothing more that helps a bond in a relationship than going through a common experience together.
Yes, and being in an environment that you feel comfortable, where you can grow among your peers.
And I think that's important also because that safe, nurturing environment, that crucible which Toastmasters creates, It makes everybody feel very comfortable, very at ease, and that's important.
Yes. And they even do it on even a deeper level. There's an opportunity for you to compete, to become an international speaker, a motivational speaker,
All right.
or just be able to have that direct contact with a group of team members that you have to talk to at work.
Mm-hmm. And again, as you said, the skills learned can be applied to your personal life, professional life, public life. You can do anything with it.
Oh yeah, and hey, make people laugh, ha ha. You can
And
do that
even
too.
become a stand-up comedian.
And you know what I really like about it also is it gives you that stop where you're saying
Right.
the so, you know, it stops you from putting all those fillers in.
And as I said earlier in the opening, you really learn the power of words.
Oh yes.
I mean, not only as a persuader and motivator, but how it can really heal things. It can bring people together. It can be a resolver. It can do so many things if done properly.
Yes, and there's just so many levels of communication. And it really does build your character. It really does build your self-esteem. And just through a series of stories and lessons. It's just a process. It's a process, and that's what life is. Life is a process, and it's a journey. So why not do it with Toastmasters?
Why not do it with Toastmasters? Now, I have to ask before we run out of time, the other side of Sarah, are you doing any performances anywhere soon? Or are you doing any stand-up routines anywhere? Because we'd love to catch you somewhere.
Oh, yes. Just go to Craven Comedy. That's cravencomedy.com. And you can look at my calendar. It's there. I'm going to be doing a play in Third Ward in July.
Okay,
and I'm excited about that.
Wonderful.
I'm going to be doing a comedy show right here, right now. Okay, now what did they say? What did the chicken say to the road to get across? Hey, road, wait, I haven't crossed yet. No.
I can see we're going to catch you. The website information is on the screen. We look forward to seeing the other side of Sarah and the Sarah, which I really love, and continue, because I think this is onto something. I think our college students here at HCC, one of the things they ought to look into is Toastmasters as they go forward. I know you have college-age students, you have adults.
Starts at the age 18, so they can start Toastmaster. We can charter a new group for them.
There we go.
Get their own charter.
Have a campus charter right here on campus?
Right here. I look forward to that.
We can make that happen.
All
Thank you,
right.
Sarah. We got to get out of here.
Thank you so much.
We'll be talking, be following this wonderful lady and her work. Until then, we're going to be having you join us in weeks to come. We got a great lineup coming up. We're going to use the summer to really dig deeply into a couple of issues to allow us to be ready for the fall, because there's an interesting dialogue with Steve Kleinberg at Rice and the Kinder Institute on connecting communities that we're going to be doing in the fall in an ongoing series. So we're going to kind of begin to line that up for the summer.